Good morning, welcome back. Let's delve into this next art chat. The Uhuru Film Festival is co-founded by seasoned filmmakers Tumelo Moutlana as well as Daniel Langa, embodies a mission to reshape the narratives in the African film industry. This festival, taking place between the 3rd and the 6th of July in Mokopane, Limpopo, is an inspiring event dedicated to celebrating African cinema. Now, this youth-led festival shines a spotlight on underserved stories from rural and township communities, as well as the power of storytelling at large. Tumelo Moutlana at this hour joins us to chat a little bit further. Tumelo, good morning, and thank you for making time. Thanks for being part of this important chat.
Good morning, Lizelle. Thank you for having me as well.
Well, you're obviously inspired to ensure that there's representation and Africa, is represented in the cinema. Perhaps you could tell us about that intention to both create the festival, the vision at large, specifically aimed to highlight rural and township stories.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. The festival was born out of a dire need to bridge the gap between the quality of platforms filmmakers from underserviced provinces has between the serviced provinces. So what we realized is that, or experienced as well, is that filmmakers from Joburg, Durban, Cape Town will have quick, easy access to quality film festivals. And then filmmakers from Limpopo, Northwest, Mpumalanga, Northern Cape didn't receive that kind of gesture as well from the industry. So we created this film festival to give filmmakers from underserviced provinces like Limpopo, Northwest, Mpumalanga to have a quality, or to be able to have access to a film festival that has quality similar to the ones in Joburg.
No, that is a valid observation, and thank you for heeding that call, because you also, are very intentional about the role of youth involvement in the festival, and how young filmmakers can also benefit from participating along that value chain. Unpack that a little bit further for us.
Yeah, I mean, the festival is focused at youth and youth between 16 and 35. So filmmakers who applied for the film festival are between the ages of youth, or the films that they are going to be showing represent the youth. Either it's made by the youth, or it tackles youth content or subject matter, or it has youth actors or actresses in front of it. I mean, we are quite intentional about representing the youth, or giving the youth a chance, because, South Africa is a population that is dominated by youth. And some of this youth, or some of us, are not getting the deserved opportunities. So to be intentional about the youth is to give the marginalized, the small marginalized youth, opportunity to tell their stories, opportunity to also for us to find out what is their thought process, what challenges are they thinking, and where are they mentally, and also culturally, because the youth is our future, and to understand them, it is to understand really where we are going.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better, because it's also about challenging the stereotypes and the narratives that pervade mainstream film, especially African film and storytelling at large. And I know that that's something you also want to challenge, but the challenges, that you face in organizing a festival of this size as well. So tell us a little bit more about that, the diverse formats that are also used, because we are in an era where you've got smartphones as well. Not everyone has access to, those high-end HD cameras. So tell us a little bit more about that. Even the masterclasses that you use to nurture the young talent.
Yeah, let me start by talking about what Uhuru Film Festival is to offer to delegates. And 90%, I could say 90% of the delegates that will be coming through will be youth. And what the film festival really offers is an opportunity to absorb films that are made by the youth, and also to get a chance to be facilitated, or to be learned by top professional youth filmmakers. So what we have in the film festival, we have what we call Uhuru Talks, and Uhuru Talks is a series of discussions between seasoned filmmakers and normal filmmakers who are just starting up. And this includes people like Smangaliso Dlamini, who is a SABC One program manager, Mlatelo Bosman, who is a Limpopo Arts and Culture Council representative, and Tumelo Moutlana, who's also the leader of Limpopo Film Hub. These three individuals or professionals will be having this panel discussions on various topics that affects filmmakers or that affects the youth today. And this includes inclusion. It also includes the landscape of film and television in South Africa. It includes the challenges and the obstacles that filmmakers in underserviced provinces get.
Yeah.
So so the festival is going to happen in a space of 4 days. The first day is the opening night, the second day is a series of documentary screening, the third day is Uhuru Talks, what I've just mentioned, and the fourth day is a series of screenings, but ultimately an awards evening where we are going to recognize those who have put in the hard work, and also give them a chip on the shoulder to say, you are doing a great thing, even though you are not penetrating the bigger markets like the Gauteng market or the KwaZulu-Natal market or the Western Cape market.
Well, a snowflake becomes an avalanche because it gains momentum. And thank you for taking this bold step as well. Even with, you and your partners being senior, seasoned filmmakers, I mean, your own experience really just helps to shape the vision and the goals at large of this festival and its impact. And if we are going to project towards the future of the festival, how do you see it evolving in the coming years, really to support African storytellers as we conclude?
All right, thank you for that. I mean, we see Uhuru Film Festival being a key film festival first for our province, for Limpopo, where filmmakers across Africa and ultimately across the world, and we're still intentional about youth, they need to be youth, coming down to Limpopo, coming down to the small town Mokopane to experience a variance of films and also to network, to bring Africa or to bring the world to Mokopane. So that's where we ultimately want to see this film festival. And we want to create a culture of watching films, as a unit, because given the rise of VODs, watching films as a unit and then discussing the subject matters that those films bring forth is slowly dying. So we are just slowly trying to bring that up, the bioscope culture, bring that up through Uhuru Film Festival,
Sure.
while empowering the youth and while empowering small towns or small provinces that are currently underserviced.
Wishing you all the best of luck. Thank you for joining us and for speaking about this important initiative. Uhuru Film Festival co-founder, filmmaker Tumelo Moutlana, chatting about the festival, of course, that is taking place next month, starting from the 3rd of July.